1 in 6 children don't know where their next meal is coming from. I know, like me, many of you know what that feeling is like. I'm Diane Sullivan, and I'm from Medford, Massachusetts. I've been an anti-poverty advocate for the past 15 years after my own family's experience with homelessness, poverty, and hunger. And most recently, I became engaged in this food policy debate that I didn't even realize was happening across this country. We know our children need to go to school on a full belly to learn. We as parents need to go to work on a full belly so that we can be productive. Hunger doesn't just affect individuals or individual families. Hunger affects entire communities. Hunger is not an urban issue, it's not a rural issue. It exists in every county in every state across this country. It's not a Democratic issue, it's not a Republican issue. Hunger is an American issue. Low-income consumers and middle-income consumers in general, we haven't been invited to the table to be part of these discussions. When we force farmers to change the way that they produce our food, oftentimes there are costs that are associated with us. And if we don't see a difference in the nutritional value in the end of the product, what are we pushing for? What are we solving for? But ultimately, it's making it more and more difficult for elders, for the disabled, for low-income, hard-working families to feed their children. So we know how important voting is, right? We do it every election cycle. We go into our local communities and we vote on a local, state, and federal level for who we want representing us. Well, guess where else we vote? We vote in the grocery store, and we often do that with our wallets. Reach out to your elected officials and share your story about the struggles that you face trying to feed yourself and your family. I would also encourage elected officials to think about the unintended consequences of these policies. When I first got into advocacy work, it didn't take too long for me to realize that even the well-intentioned policies that are put forth often have these unintended consequences. And unfortunately, those who are victims in these debates often don't have a voice in this debate. But when people band together and they start to talk about certain issues, they can make a change happen, and you can be part of that change.